The UnLit Path, an adventure by mail by Daniel Tozier, found now on itch.io.
He said, "Is it for your games?" I told him, "Yes, it's the for your games."
Right, so last time I did chapters 2 and 3. Give a little recap. We're in the 1600s. I think we're in the 1700s now. Count Tozier has moved to Nepal. Of course, we're vampires, and he's trying to discover dark gifts. And he's pretty much cold in Nepal, and nobody ever thinks that vampires would shiver, being so cold-blooded. But in Nepal, you will shiver. And then he's been receiving correspondence from another mysterious vampire in the mountains. And in chapter 3, I wrote that I've got a detective on my case, and I might be suffering from some psychosis from overdosing in telepathy, my dark gift. And me and Count Tozier are 3,000 miles apart. I'm in Indonesia, he's in Nepal. I have a few contacts in Nepal, but my psychosis is kind of setting in a little bit. I have a farm, a farmhouse with a lot of secret nooks and crannies that will be that are bad for the humans, but good for me. I hear that if one feasts on the blood of a virgin lichen, then I can increase my range and strength of my telepathy tenfold. But I need to do some more close proximity telepathy right now to try to find some, to try to make things go smooth. All right, now we're going into chapter 4. Let's see what Daniel Count Tozier wrote. Supposed to be using the letter opener. The whole reason I got this thing out. Make it more atmospheric. I think this is his old card. Put that there. His new card is the Three of Hearts. Whatever that means. Right. Count Tozier writes, Count Folio, I promised good news, and here it is. At last I have found the vampire I seek. I had passed the village's local church many times. It struck me one day that there were no crosses adorning the building. It seemed odd, so I shifted into a dark mist, passed through the keyhole, and returned my form on the other side. In the darkness, I heard a commotion from the basement. I descended the stairs, and there he was, a withering child, no older than 5, being fed blood from a goat's slit throat. Who would turn a child into a vampire? A sick joke? He banished his caretakers, and we talked. No, I do not yet speak the language here, but he spoke directly to my mind, much like you are able to do. He's much older than you or I, over 500 years at least. The village worships him as a source of blessing, but keeps him hostage, refusing him human blood. Ooh. But he will not yet tell me what I seek. He demands I find him a human to drain, specifically one who has committed a murder. Do you know if that makes a difference? They can't be from the village, or his caretakers will know. Perhaps it's similar to virgin blood. When I was a physician, I listened to a lecture theorizing that not all blood was the same. How there may be different types, quote unquote. I scoffed at the time, but now I wonder. So I don't have my answers yet, but I will soon enough. Perhaps your contact in Nepal can help me find a victim that meets the vampire's demands. Together we can find more vamps and build a coalition. Victory will be ours. Count Tozier. P.S. How's that detective of yours? Dead yet? Let's see. Alright, so nice story we're getting built. We got a weird vampire 5-year-old drinking goat's blood. We got a whole town that's fishy. Good stuff. Alright, 3 of hearts. Alright, beginning. When you see this symbol, roll a 6. Oh man. I'm trying to fix this thing. I hate this thing. Right. Whoa. There we go. Alright, 3 of hearts. Open and read the most recent correspondence and find the enclosed playing card. The suit will inform you of the theme or tone of your responding letter, while the value acts as a suggestion of the event you will be writing about. Okay, the suit and the value. Okay, so it's a 3. A close call. I'll write this here. Three, close call. And then the suit is a heart. So what's that mean? Heart of victory, kinship, celebration, confidence, unbending, firm, unity, life, escape, stillness, opportunity. Okay, how to manipulate this story, how to twerk this story. What happened to the detective? Got to make up a story. Victory, kinship, celebration, confidence, unbending, firm, unity, life, escape, stillness, opportunity. All right, how do I do that? Always engage with your partner's letters, ask follow-up questions, and chase threads. Develop this world together. When you finish, take the next card from the top of your deck, and without looking at it, place it in the envelope with your letter and send it. All right. Okay, so Daniel can, Count Tozier can shift into dark mist. That's cool. Withering child. All right, start it off. Dear Count Tozier, good news. All right, what resplendent news. I don't know. I've got some of the same variety myself. Who would turn a child into a vampire? He banished his caretakers and we talked. He spoke directly to your mind. He's much older than you and I, over 500 years at least. The village worships him as a source of blessing, but keeps him hostage, refusing him human blood. But he will not yet tell me what I seek. He demands I find him a human to drain, specifically one who has committed a murder. Do you know if that makes a difference? They can't be from the village, or his caretakers will know. Perhaps it's similar to virgin blood? When I was a physician, I listened to a lecture theorizing that not all blood was the same. Different types of blood. I scoffed at the time, but now I wonder. So I don't have my answers yet, but I will soon enough. Perhaps your contact in Nepal can help me find a victim that meets the vamp's demands. Together, we can find more vampires and build a coalition. Victory will be ours. How's that, detective? Alright, gotta do a lot of thinking. I thought this was gonna be easier than this, but no. Okay, so the kid is in the church. 500-year-old, 5-year-old vampire. Speaks directly through telepathy. Drinking goat's blood. Man, where do I take this thing? Five-year-old. A 5-year-old. 500-year-old. Vampires. Held in captivity. Held in captivity. What kind of hijinks? What kind of hijinks have we found ourselves wrapped up into? Mist form. What resplendent news? I've got some I've got some news of the same variety myself. 5-year-old slash 500-year-old vampires held in captivity. What kind of hijinks have we found ourselves wrapped up into? Um, hmm. Where do I take this? Okay, what kind of contact do I have in Nepal? Sherpas. Sherpas help people climb up mountains, right? Yeah. Nepal's got mountains. Yeah, of course Nepal has mountains. Okay, Sherpas, murderers. I know some crooked Sherpas that say that they're gonna help tourists up the mountain, but alas, they just take half of the money and then guide them half the way up the mountain and then turn back and keep the half of the money. And why not? I guess that would constitute a murderer. Not quite, but maybe. And then some of them just kill the person and run off with the money. How about that? Yeah. And those are my contacts because on my farm, what do I do on my farm? My farm, I grow all kind of illegal exotic plants and fungi. Hey, works for me. All right, and make potions and stuff. And then I got to get into my detective thing, and then I got to make a narrow escape away. Okay, heart of victory, kinship, celebration, confidence, unbending, firm, unity, life, escape, stillness, opportunity. Okay, what's going on with that detective? That detective, it's come out in the town that detective has been seen out gallivanting with a 16-year-old boy. I don't know. Yeah, so the heat is on him, so he's not worried about me so much right now. But little do they know, I was reading his mind. Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna twist it up. All right. I didn't know. I didn't know you had the ability to take on mist form. I wonder what other. Wonder what all other dark gifts you can unlock that are lying dormant. The goat blood. The goat blood has properties of what? Goat blood, you say. Goat blood, you say. I hear the goat blood has suppressing properties. I hear the goat blood has moderate dark gifts, suppressing properties. If that kid slash ancient was able to is telekinesis the same as telepathy? Let's ask Google. Are telekinesis and telepathy the same thing? No, telekinesis and telepathy are not the same thing. Telekinesis refers to the ability to move objects around with your mind, while telepathy is the ability to communicate with someone directly through thoughts without speaking or using other physical signals. Essentially, one is about manipulating objects with the mind, while the other one is transferring thoughts between minds. Okay, so I've even had telepathy messed up. I was thinking it was just reading minds, but whatever. Telepathic. If that kid slash ancient was able to perform such he spoke directly to my mind. If that kid was able to perform such languageless telepathy, under such suppression, I'm gonna just say he must certainly be a force to be reckoned with. Now, as for these contacts, now, as for these contacts, I have been in touch. Been in touch. They are a group of shameless Sherpas, or see how do I say that? Dirty Sherpas, dastardly Sherpas, crooked Sherpas. They're a group of unscrupulous Sherpas. Sherpas. They promise tourists preferably of the wealthy persuasion. They promise tourists, preferably of the wealthy persuasion, the best tours and aid for climbing the local mountains. They require half up front and the other half payments upon making it back down the mountain. The thing is, they often conveniently lose the tourists a quarter way up the mountain, or simply knock them out and take all of the payments. They 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 dabble into the dark gifts. They dabble into the dark gifts, and they love my various hallucinogenic plants, fungi, and potions I cultivate on my farm. I deal directly with 3 of these Sherpas. I'm sure one of them will offer up one of their buddies, offer up one of their murderous buddies to the kid slash ancient for the right price. For the right price. I've already put a bug in a couple of their ears and given them a couple of packages of the good stuff, of the good stuff. Expect for one of them to meet you outside of that shady church by the way of the next full moon. As far as that pesky gumshoe, he was really becoming a huge wooden stake in my side. In my side. He was closing in on me. Trailing my every move. Luckily, I caught him. Caught him alone, snooping, and was able to twist his mind. I told him that he how to put this, that he is now head over heels for the local harlot, that he is now head over heels for the local harlots. He proceeded to go around town professing his love. His love his wife kicked him out of the house. His life is seemingly in shadow, seemingly now in shambles. For the time being, he seems to not have time to stay on my case. Excellent. Touch his fingers like Count Burns. I don't know. Count Burns. All right. Any other threads I'm leaving loose? Okay, he was a physician. Now that gumshoe is off my case. Now that gumshoe is off my case. Now that one gumshoe is off my case. But I still have to be wary of the rest of the force. I think he was doing a little blabbing. A little blabbing. A little blabbing. No rest for the wicked. All right, yeah, let's wrap this up. 40 minutes. You were a physician in your former life. Interesting. That may come in handy in the future. I was but a lowly shady farmer slash what's a potion guy called? I don't know, herbologist. Yeah, I'll say herbologist. I don't know. Shady farmer slash herbologist. Herbologist. I'm still coming up with no luck sniffing out those lichens. those lichens. I need to hone my gifts. Just in case. Let me know how it goes with. Let me know how it goes on this coming full moon. My best. Count portfolio. All right. Not the best, but not the worst. And let me go ahead and just read it again. Why not? All right. Dear Count Tozier, what was splendid news? I've got some of the same variety myself. 5-year-old / 500-year-old vampires held in captivity. What kind of hijinks have we found ourselves wrapped up into? I didn't know you had the ability to take on this form. I wonder what all other dark gifts you have. You can unlock that are lying dormant. Goat blood, you say? I hear the goat blood has moderate dark gift suppressing properties. If that kid / ancient was able to perform such a languageless telepathy, under such suppression, he must certainly be a force to be reckoned with. Now, as far as these contacts, I have been in touch. They're a group of unscrupulous Sherpas. They promise tourists, preferably of the wealthy persuasion, the best tours and aid for climbing the local mountains. They require half up front and the other half payment upon making it back down the mountain. The thing is, they often conveniently lose the tourists a quarter of the way up the mountain, or simply knock them out and take all of the payment. They dabble into the dark gifts, and they love my various hallucinogenic plants, fungi, and potions I cultivate on my farm. I deal directly with 3 of these Sherpas. I'm sure one of them will offer up one of their murderous buddies to the kid / ancient for the right price, that is. I've already put a bug in a couple of their ears and given them a couple of packages of the good stuff. Expect for one of them to meet you outside of that shady church by the way of the next full moon. As far as that pesky gumshoe, he was really becoming a huge wooden stake in my side. He was closing in on me, trailing my every move. Luckily, I caught him alone snooping, and I was able to twist his mind. I told him that he is now head over heels for the local harlot. He proceeded to go around town professing his love. His wife kicked him out of the house, and his life is seemingly now in shambles. For the time being, he seems not to have the time to stay on my case. Excellent. Touches fingers like Count Burns. And now that one gumshoe is off my case, but I still have to be wary of the rest of the force. I think he was doing a little blabbing. You were a physician in your former life. Interesting. That may come in handy in the future. I was but a lowly, shady farmer / herbologist. I'm still coming up with no luck sniffing out these lichens. I need to hone my gifts just in case. And let me know how it goes on this coming full moon. My best, Count Folio. Alright, cool. Alright, that was chapter 4 and 5 of the UnLit Path. Check them out on an adventure by mail on itch.io. till chapters 6 and 7. Same bad time, same bad channel.